What's going on, everybody? It's Trey Neal here with Trading Stocks, and in today's video, as you can tell from the title, I'm going to be covering volume price analysis. Now, this is an extremely important step in your day trading that I don't think gets enough coverage here on YouTube or by other educators, especially the way I'm going to be showing it to you guys today. The following clip is going to be directly from my live stream, which I do every single day for completely free. Link in the description down below. Come join us. But it's live volume price analysis. I see a lot of people talking about VPA, talking about how to look at volume and how to use volume to read charts, kind of in post analysis after the move has happened. But that's not useful, and it's extremely easy. I could teach a monkey to go, ooh, big green bar, good. It's not that useful. You need to know how to do it in real time. So in the following couple of clips, you're going to see me analyze volume, and you're going to also see me take a live trade analyzing or using VPA, using volume price analysis. I promise you, you watch this whole video, it's going to make you a better trader. Volume is so important. If you're not already analyzing the volume pretty much in the same way you analyze your price chart, just as much as you analyze your price chart, you're missing out on like half the information provided by one of these screens, right? So I promise you, you watch this whole video, you're going to become a better trader afterwards. You're going to have some extra tools to add to your trading arsenal moving forward. So hopefully you're excited for it. If you are, hit the like button. If you're new around here, hit the red subscribe button, and let's get into it. Also, I do not like the selling volume here. This volume being the biggest volume of the day, sell, is a topping signal in my opinion. A topping signal doesn't mean the stock is gonna come down, but I don't like the volume here. I don't like that as a sign for highs. But we'll see. It could definitely still go break highs. Let's see. It's a signal, right? It's not a commandment. It's not, oh, the stock had highest volume of the day, selling pressure at highs, it has to go down now. Like, too many people think like these setups are supposed to be perfect or something. It is currently breaking new lows. So far, the Prague top call has been correct. You see this candle, you get to short the next. This is a great short candle too, because you see the heaviest selling volume pressure of the day candle, and then that's followed by an inside green volume bar. Got short 434, risking 444. You can cover here. You've already made 2 to 1 here as well at VWAP. So this is a great short. Highest volume selling bar of the day, inside, followed by an inside green volume bar bounce. Risking high a day. I'm here to study your TA. I mean, that's not even, I guess that's technical analysis. That's just understanding volume, right? That's what's the most important thing that I, like, too many people, like, do technical analysis. They'll draw all these fucking lines all over their chart, but they don't pay any attention to, like, or they don't pay enough attention to volume and price action. Volume and price action is what you need. You don't need RSI, Stokes, 17 diagonal lines, fucking whatever the fuck they're called. I don't even know. Elliott wave theory. I don't know. You don't. Volume is what matters. What matters is where people are buying and selling. Technical analysis is used to predict where people are going to buy and sell. But then it matters more where they actually are buying and selling. Like, that's what matters more than the predicting of where they're going to buy and sell, right? Like, volume is the easiest indicator to understand the sentiment of a stock. And once you understand the sentiment of a stock, you can start to make predictions on where it's going to go, right? When I saw Prague, I mean, we walked through that whole trade live, right? As soon as I saw this heavy red selling volume, I told you that this is once again, it's a topping signal. It doesn't mean it's going to go down. It's not what it means. If it meant that, we'd all be millionaires. I would just teach you to trade this. It would go down every time. We'd all be millionaires. Trading would be really easy. But what you do in trading is you trade the odds. When you see highest volume bar of the day, you know the bears are in control. Bears took control of this stock on this bar because of this. Not even so much because of this or this daily line that I drew. It's because of this. And then that's followed by a small bull attempt to reclaim. Gives you a good short entrance. Risking high, profit VWAP. By the way, candle over candle and volume over volume now PROG. So now, once again, start to watch volume. Let's see now if the bulls can come step back in. We've just broke down the whole situation where bears took control of the stock, and they did. It followed through. Now, let's watch volume. Let's see if the bulls can now reclaim the stock. You're getting, this is heavy buying volume. This looks good. Still not the heaviest of the day, but this looks good. Like this is shorts that haven't already covered getting squeezed right here. Now let's see if the bulls can kind of step back in and reclaim this. So 3-bar, yeah, I know the 3-bar play. 3-bar play is large green candle followed by inside red bar, and then candle over candle is 3-bar play. This is, I would not say it's a large green bar, but it's not an inside red bar. And once again, the selling, or this isn't selling volume because it's a doji candle, right? You need to do a little bit more than just looking at the color of the candle and going, oh, it's selling volume. You need to look up. This is when you then look up at the price. There's a big bottoming wick here too. So this is a lot of buying and selling. It's not necessarily bears stepping in and taking control here. But still, it's not like an inside smaller red volume bar. So I wouldn't call it a 3-bar play, but yeah, it's a little bit more than just looking at the volume bar, right? Like the prog was obviously mostly selling because you get just a big red bar that, hell, it reclaimed the 2 previous green bars. And not much of a bottom wick. There's not much buying in this, right? By the way, prog testing highs here. Is they going to double top and roll over? Or are we going to see a volume perk up through 446 here? Let's keep an eye once again. Keep an eye on the volume. See if this has a lot to do with why the way I trade is the way I trade, right? I let the bar confirm above close. I let the volume close because I want to see how much, even if the bar closes at 460, if it's small bullish volume, I won't buy a pullback. It needs to be, I want to see big volume. I want to see confirmation that bulls are willing to buy above highs. And then I look to go buy, right? Like, look where I bought. Huge green candle. Huge green candle followed by a small red candle. Bink, bink. Obviously, I sold early, but HD came out with delicious earnings today. I like Home Depot as a stock a lot. I've never owned it, but I like it as a stock a lot. I probably should buy it, but I do like it a lot as a stock, yeah. PROG highs, here we go. Once again, you got to keep an eye on the volume, though. So we will let this bar close because I want to see what the volume does. Big wall at 450 as well. Wow, eating. This thing eats through these walls, though. Let's see if it can eat through this 450. It's huge. 93,000 number there, 450. Oh my god. Yo, this thing just mutilates its way through walls. Okay, so now look. Wow, we're only 25 seconds through this candle. Look at the volume it's getting. So now you can see, holy shit, the bulls have reclaimed. The bulls are now in control of this ticker again. You've now got new highest volume bar of the day. Definitely not bearish anymore. Definitely volume price analysis is showing you bulls are in charge of the stock again. I'm going to let this bar close. And I'm going to watch a pullback towards previous highs around 4.5. Stop loss will be 4.45. Bar closes in 9 seconds. Keep an eye on the level 2 as well. There's a bid down there at 4.5 as expected. That's what I'm looking to play off of. I don't hear from them. Come on down to 4.5. Let me in you. Pause. Long 200 shares, 453. After this huge green volume bar, and look, we're 20 seconds through this, and look at how small it is. I'm not saying it can't perk up, but this is looking like it's going to be small volume. 460 has a wall. I almost sold half into it, but I kind of would like to see it perk up through that for my first half exit. Nice, just like that. Just like that. I'll just sell here. Sell. I sold half. I'm still in 100 shares. What is that? That's a volume price analysis trade. What we've been talking about all day. That's what that is. Huge green volume coming in, followed by a small red volume bar that I saw in the first 20 seconds. I got long. I'm just going to sell here, actually. I've got way over 2 to 1 in this trade. I'm way over 2 to 1. I was risking 10 cents down. That sell was up there at 20 cents up. No, it's not. Okay, I'm not at 2 to 1. I just lied to you. But I'm selling. I'm taking profits into highs. I don't care. I don't worry all that much about risk reward. If I can sell into highs like that, I'm selling into highs like that. But that's exactly a... Fuck, I mean, we've been sitting here talking about it all day. We've been talking about volume price analysis. Big green volume bar followed by what was a small red volume bar when I bought. Bing, bang, bing, bang. This is the same stock, too. This is the one we talked about back here. It's the one we talked about back here that had where the bears took control. And they did. The bears took control. The bears were in charge of the stock. You've got to also be able to switch your bias. We talked about that this morning too. Define levels and be willing to switch your bias. I was bearish. I was right. It came down to VWAP. That's where I said I would cover my short. It perked. Bulls are back in control now. Switch your bias. Now I want a long. I long. I made money. I'm glad that trade happened. That's so textbook for like everything I've been talking about today. I also wasn't risking, like in the middle of that explanation, I said I was risking 10 cents down. I wasn't. I was risking 3 cents down. I was risking 450 when I longed here. That's why it was way over 2 to 1. I was trying to think about how I wanted to talk for YouTube and I messed it up, but I did get way over 2 to 1 in this trade. I wasn't risking this line. I was risking 450 when I bought this. You could have made more money had you stayed. No shit. Wow, you could have made more money. Wow, you didn't sell at the exact you didn't sell at the exact highs? What a terrible trader. Guess what? I was risking 3 cents down. My best sell is 14 cents up. That's pretty fucking good. What's that, 7 to 1 risk reward? I'm taking that every if I can get 7 to 1 in every trade I take, I'm doing okay. You can't always sell at highs. You will sometimes top tick and look like a genius, but you can't make selling at highs part of your trade strategy because it's just not, you will not be able to do that consistently enough. You just got to take your risk reward when it's there. GOEV trying highs. No, sorry. PROG trying highs. Wrong ticker. GOEV is also trying highs, but PROG. Eyes, 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 eyes. Watch the volume on the breakout. Fish on, boys. Fish on again. PROG. Highs. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Watch the volume, though. There's no volume in that break. Did you all see how when that thing broke? I was kind of late to explaining it, but when that thing broke, did you see how small the volume was? Pay attention to that shit, chat. It's important. Why do I let my breakout candles close before I get long? Because I want to see the volume. I want to see confirmation. I want to see that the bulls are buying above highs. Right there, the thing broke highs, but the volume wasn't going. Turned back over. I still don't know if I would call this bears taking control. I mean, this is the highest volume. Well, this is the highest volume bar the last 20 minutes. I actually might call this bears taking control. Latent substance, thank you for the follow. We'll see, we'll see. This could still come back up. It's not like the highest volume bar or anything, but this is not a good looking red volume bar. This looks like the bears might have just retaken control, just reclaimed at double top. Because this is now the highest volume bar in the last, what did I say, 20 minutes or so? Let's see, though. See, now look. Now keep an eye on this volume bar. We're 30 seconds to this volume bar, and we're only here. This looks like the bears are in control. It doesn't look like the bulls want to step back in. And once again, as I'm saying this, it doesn't mean that somebody's not going to come through and buy, all of a sudden, buy 500,000 shares on the ask, and it's going to get going. Of course that can happen. Of course it can. But you've got to play your odds, right? This, to me, I mean, if anything, it kind of looks like a no trade because you've got support so close below it. I probably wouldn't short here, but I certainly wouldn't be longing here either on this small of volume. Now let's look at the next volume bar. So you've got a huge red volume bar followed by a small green volume bar that looks bearish. You're now getting candle under candle. Once again, I said I didn't think I would short just because there's no range. You have support right here. Previously, the short looked nice because you had all the way down to VWAP. But here, don't think I would short this. It's kind of just a chop zone, but we'll still keep an eye on the volume. You're about to get candle over candle volume. We're 30 seconds through this bar. It could crack, though. Of course it could crack. But I like to be buying and selling at buying support, selling resistance, and or shorting resistance, covering support. I don't like to hold and hope that it cracks. It could. I mean, of course it could. Once again, stocks can do anything, right? There's never a scenario. I know I'm talking about volume price analysis, but it's not oh my god, big red bar followed by a green bar. Trey said I have to short this. That means it has to go down. Like, no, not at all. It doesn't have to go down. But it's giving you the right percentage odds for it to go down, that it's a profitable entrance, right? That's what it means. It doesn't mean you're always going to make money. Ooh, PROG high break. Watching volume. 20 seconds of this candle. This looks good for 20 seconds in, but it's got to keep going. This looks like it could get up here. We are now 30 seconds in. Volume looks pretty good. It's got to keep it up. Got to keep an eye on 5 too. 5 is going to be major resistance. Once again, another one of those layers you've got to add in. Volume price analysis that we've been talking about all day is one layer. You've also now for me to take this trade, you've got to also recognize that 5 is a huge mental resistance level, right? 5 is a big mental resistance. So do I really want to be buying right into that? Not really. So I'm not going to trade this, even if this does. So this bar did not get bigger than this bar, but I think it's okay. It's still showing you big volume. If you get small bear volume here, it's going to look okay. I just don't like the range. I don't like 5 being there. Look, obviously you can see on the ask, it's huge resistance on the ask. It's a huge level. Can it go eat through it and fly? Yep, 100% it can. Just don't love it for a long. Hey, it did it again, by the way. So it did the strategy again. Big, heavy volume breakout, small bear volume pullback. And you could have sold into 5. I mean, maybe I should have taken that trade. I mean, I could have made 10 cents there. I wouldn't complain about taking 10 cents home on this stock. Maybe I should have taken that trade. Honestly, I probably should have taken that trade. It was probably enough range to take the trade. I just didn't love the 5 resistance. I still don't love the 5 resistance, but even if, I mean, you could have sold here, right? You don't need it to break through 5. But look, it did it again. You got big green volume, followed by small selling red volume. This bar was small during the selling, obviously perked up during the buying. It's a cost of money. Okay, we're over 5. I'll look at that in a second. What did I just say? Be careful with the buy stop order. But we'll keep an eye, though. It's not exactly giving it up yet here. I don't love that it didn't just confirm and rip, but... So you're getting a lot of volume here, but you're not getting the follow-through on the price. It means there's a lot of sellers, right? When you get this much volume and not the big green bar, like this is a really tight bar. It's got a range of 495 to now 497. It's a really tight bar. Even though you got this much volume, it means you ran into a lot of sellers. Wow, it's going red too. Obviously this bar is going red. Wow, so now all of a sudden it's turned into highest selling, well, not highest bar of the day, almost highest bar of the day. Very close to highest bar of the day, selling volume at highs again. It's kind of turned into a similar bar as back here. Now we keep an eye on this next bar, see if you get a small green bar for a potential short. If you can get like a small green bar bounce to 5, I think it'd be a A+ short setup. Once again, doesn't mean it's going to work. It could rip, but you're getting such good risk reward. Short at 5, you can risk like 5.10. Shit, you're looking for like VWAP. It might not even give you that small bounce. I'll take one. Yeah, look at it. Look at it. All of a sudden, this is, once again, for my strategy, this is why I let the breakout bars close. I want to see the breakout bars closing with heavy green volume before I enter. Let this bar close. Huge green volume. Then buy. This broke out on good volume, but then it ended up being a huge selling volume bar. Now look at it. Everything I've called on this stock today, which I've done a pretty good job at, has been volume price analysis. I mean, that's simple. It's right there again. Just talked about this short. I did talk about waiting for a potential curl, but you could have chased weakness a little bit. I mean, shit, you're still getting 495, I guess. Whatever. But look, it's all in the volume. Stories in the volume.